Konnichiwa YouTubers, this is Red Stock straight from Japan, and today we're going to do a video review of the Masterpiece Collection by Toynami's Robotech VF-1A Volume 2, and this is actually Ben Dixon's jet. So if you want to take a look at it, it's a wonderful looking box. I just love this because it's actually like a book, and I would just show you. Here's the box. It's a big box, so I can't get it all in frame. There's good old Ben Dixon, if you remember him. Yeah, I forget which episode he gets shot down in. Oh well. You're actually going to have to watch Robotech. Just see how it looks pretty much like a book. Pretty neat looking thing. It actually opens up like a book. And I'm going to show you that. That comes with instructions. As you can see way back in here, I didn't need that for the manual. Has nice little tech specs that I'm going to show you. And yeah, it's kind of neat. So it looks like a book. And I just definitely want to zoom in on the certificate of authenticity here so you can see that a little better. They only released 15,000 of it, so it's a limited edition. And if you can tell, mine is number 0834, and you can actually see that stamped. Let me see if I can zoom in there. Alright, there we go. And then you can actually see that stamped on the jet itself. So it definitely is limited edition, even though 15,000 isn't really that much. So nice little touches on the box. Pretty neat. And well, enough about the box, even though it's pretty darn awesome. Not gonna lie to you. Let's roll the jet in, shall we? Alright, so it's gonna prepare for takeoff. Hey, I work in an aircraft carrier, so I know a little bit about launching aircraft. Well, I used to. I don't work right at an aircraft carrier anymore. So, chalk and chains for all you Navy cats in there. And this is actually based off of a Tomcat F-14. So there we go. Very neat details. I'm not going to lie to you. As you all know, the Robotech, the Macross line, is known for its 3 modes. And this is no exception. But one thing I don't like about the jet, and even though it has great attention to detail, I like the little ladder it has for the little pilot. And it actually has a little pilot in there. Let me take off the ladder, show you a few things. Alright. Okay, and let's just go ahead, show you the detailing over here. It has armament of weapons, UN Spacey, and the pilot in there. That's good old Ben Dixon before he gets obliterated. I like the canopy because it pops out. Landing gear is very good. It has a good amount of die cast, as you can see reflected right there. Die cast on the wheels. Very good attention to details. Launch. And the legs aren't really that floppy. I thought it would be, because it maintains really well. The only thing I don't like about this jet is that it's not its original colors. And let me show you. Let me take this out of the frame. This is the original. Much more brown. And personally, I prefer it that way. It's nicer looking to me. But hey, this is white, this is brown. Let's see. Here we go. So you can kind of tell the difference. The difference on this one is so glaringly white, and even the brown is a little different color. Oh well. Both of them were made. This one was made back in 2002 as the other one. The other one's actually, these are 20-year-old. The other one was a 20-year-old replica. This is 1/60th scale. I think the other one was 1/55th scale. And don't worry, I have a size comparison at the end of all my favorite jets, so you can actually see that. So let's go ahead and close the cockpit. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out, because this is kind of neat. I thought this was kind of neat. I had the battery cap over here, so I'm going to plug this in. There we go. Of course, now I don't want to work out, or don't want to. Yeah, there we go. It actually had an LED display, and for some odd reason it doesn't want to work right now. And of course, you know, that's how it is. You know, it doesn't want to work on front of the camera. Oh, it's trying. There we go. I don't know if you can tell. Put the... There we go. Put this landing and those landing gear. I don't know if you can tell right there. Has a nice little LED display, and I thought that was pretty awesome. Underneath, so yeah, I'm going to leave that LED display on just so you can see that. Of course, it has its traditional Gerwalk mode, so I'm not going to spend too much time gushing. Pretty awesome mode, the fighter mode, so I'm going to put that. Even if it's a little wonky, it's pretty awesome for a 2001 mode. So I'm going to give the fighter mode 8.5 out of 10. Not as cool looking as the original, but nonetheless, y'all know the transformation, so I've done the review on this before, and yeah, I love that LED display over here. So let's go ahead, pop up the legs, and I love this a lot better than the Yamato version because it is way sturdier. Way sturdier because, oh, I never noticed this attention to detail on the turbines or whatever it is over here. And there's that stamping that I said, 07834. China, yeah, imagine that. So you can tell that this is an original, and I'm going to take all the armaments off. Good looking armaments. Alrighty. I got the arms out. Whoops, bumped the camera. And I'm going to tell you this. Oh shoot. Things are falling off and I don't have no idea what they are. There we go. Y'all familiar with the girl walk mode, so I'm not going to go too much in detail with that. There's a girl walk mode, pretty beautiful. But one thing I love about this, I'm going to give it the same score, 8.5 out of 10, because the girl walk mode is fantastic, is that the fingers, the individual fingers, do have articulation, so you don't have to have extra fists, so you can hold the weapon. You got to remove the thumb. There we go. So holding the weapon's a little easier now that he has. Oh, he even has a trigger finger. How cool is that? There we go. Pretty darn awesome. There we go. Girl walk mode. Pretty similar. Nothing special over here. So let's go ahead, zoom that out. Transform him back to his fighter mode, which is, hey, let's face it, man, I've done this like 6 million times already, I think. Alright, fold out the legs. Just like, only thing is, this is just like the original, so this is like an improvement on the 20-year-old mold, no doubt about that. Definitely flip this little portion out, which allows the head to come out or in. Alright, yeah. I'm still kind of wonky even though it's like done this several times. Move that part down, now rotate the head, and of course the LED light's still on, which I think is just plain awesome. I don't know why they allowed a LED light. Transformation is really simple. It's just pretty much the same. I wish it was darker. I wish it was a more brown color, just like its counterpart. Oh, let me move that up. What can I say? It's just like any other one. Articulation is, and I have Jetfire for comparison, and Jetfire is taller than old boy, simply because Jetfire is 1/55th scale and this one is 1/60th scale, so it's not terribly smaller. In fact, let me show you how big this guy is. He is about let's see, 8.5 inches, so it's not that horrible. So he's bigger than a Voyager class, but as far as articulation, it's exactly the same as the old Jetfire from 1985, which was ripped off of the Takutoko Toys one. So it is actually the only improvement that I've noticed. Take Jetfire here. Is it still has the swivel head, and yeah, I still have the LED light on. This little thing over here. Arms move out, still go 360 degrees. Bicep swivel, elbow joint, but I just love the fact that the fingers are much more articulated, like a Masterpiece figure, like which I'll show you. Leg still has the same articulation, but now it has a thigh swivel. Still knee joint, ankle joint, still the same, no West articulation. Now for a figure made in 2001, that's pretty darn good. It's so much better than the crappy Yamato version, and yeah, I turned off the LED light, or the batteries must have come off, which is kind of cool, or not. But, oh, there, the LED came back on. It's so much better than this Ultra class. I'm not even going to try to stand this guy up. Oh, hey. Oh, that's because the heel spurs are not on. Remember this guy? Silverbolt? So he's bigger than an Ultra class. He's definitely bigger than a Voyager class. There we go. So those are the size comparisons. Smaller than Jetfire back in the day because he's 1/55th. And let's not forget Masterpiece Thundercracker. And this guy, he has a little better articulation in his fist. Let's see if I can stand this bad boy up. He's kind of tricky. Yeah, I wish he had better heels. Alright, those are all my jets. There's a good size comparison. As you can see, he's slightly taller than Masterpiece. Let's get this guy out of the frame. He's horrible. There we go, Masterpiece. Alright, beautiful. That's all I got, YouTubers, and I'll catch you all next time.